The internet has become this bizarre, high-stakes minefield where a shiny landing page can feel like a total lifeline when you are actually just staring at a very expensive trap. I spent the last few hours falling down a rabbit hole involving a product called Glyco Thrive. It is honestly the perfect example of how these high-pressure supplement funnels work. You have probably seen the ads before. They look like breaking news alerts from major networks. They use these loud, urgent headlines that claim a massive medical breakthrough for blood sugar is finally here. They make it sound like you can just take a pill and magically fix your glucose levels, or even reverse long-term health conditions like diabetes overnight. It sounds incredible. That is exactly what they want you to feel in that moment. But the second you start pulling on the threads, the entire thing just unravels right in front of you. These sites are very slick. They look professional. They use high-quality photos of doctors in white coats and quote experts that sound deeply authoritative. But here's the catch. When you actually try to find these doctors in the real world, they simply do not exist. They are ghosts. The celebrities they name drop often have no idea their likeness is even being used to push these pills. It is a carefully engineered illusion. The goal is to get you to hit that buy button before your brain has a chance to ask any real questions. Once you look past the glossy photos, the stories from actual customers get really dark. We are talking about a pattern of behavior that goes way beyond just a product not working. People are reporting these super aggressive sales tactics that feel more like a shakedown than a transaction. You think you are buying one bottle? Suddenly, you are hit with charges for 5. Then come the sneaky subscription cycles. These companies lock you into monthly billing that you never signed up for and never wanted. Trying to get a refund or even talk to a real human being at the company is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. There is no verifiable company address. There is no clear leadership. It is just a wall of marketing hype. Now, to be fair, they do use the names of real ingredients. They talk about things like cinnamon or berberine. These are substances that actually have some legitimate scientific research behind them for metabolic health. But here is the bait and switch. Tossing a tiny, unmeasured amount of cinnamon into a random capsule is not the same thing as a clinical breakthrough. There is zero clinical proof for this specific blend. There is no peer-reviewed data showing that this exact formula does anything they claim it does. It is just a classic case of taking a grain of truth and stretching it into a massive, profitable lie. This is not some miracle medical breakthrough. It is just a heavily marketed supplement being pushed with maximum hype and practically zero solid backing. If a website looks like a tabloid and promises a medical revolution that your own doctor has never heard of, your alarm bells should be screaming. This is not about your health. This is about their bottom line. Stay skeptical. Do your own research. Always look for third-party testing before you let anyone ship a mystery bottle to your front door. If it feels too good to be true, it almost certainly is.